Ladies and Germans, how are you all doing? This is Connor.
And I'm Rangru. Hello, hello, hello.
And you thought you got rid of us a little bit quicker than you did there, guys. We're back for more Steel Division. We are kicking on off Season 2 of the Steel Division League here. We actually have some great play coming up already. And Ryan, you're going to take us through the rules in just a second. Make a quick plug beforehand. Guys, this is St. Merrick Lee's, and this is from the Americans division, as well as the veteran players. But I think, Ryan, you got to tell us a little bit
Yep.
more about that. Why don't you take it away? Who do we
So,
have? What's going on? All that.
on the left-hand side in blue, we have Tarsh the fourth as the first big red run, and on the right-hand side, we have Kylo Ren as the ninth Panzer Division. So, like Con said, this is the American League, but there's three major differences with SD League 2 over Season 1. First one is it's now a European League, so it's Asia, America, Europe, so three continents, but it's also a Code S and a Code A league for every continent. Essentially, Code S is for more veteran players, and Code A is for more recruit players, newer players of the game. The whole idea is to, try to get some new blood in, because not everyone wants to bloody play against Eugene in a 1v1, especially me. I do not want to fight against that man. But
Exactly.
also, our new rules in terms of divisional picks and bans. Essentially, before the tournament began, each player can pick 4 divisions from Axis and Allies, and they can only play those 8 divisions in total. And before match begins, both sides can ban 2 divisions of the opposing side. So, in the end of the day, you end up getting a choice of 2 divisions to pick per match, which I think is a fun way to do it, having to build your dream team and essentially stick with it for the entirety of the tournament. And
Hmm.
you've still got, some flexibility of 8 divisions in total, considering there's 28 divisions in game, which is pretty crazy. And speaking of divisions, we've got this new one over here, don't we, Con?
Yes, we do. So the big red one, as you guys can see over here to the left-hand side, we're not going to see Mark Hamill. We're not going to see Lee Marvin. What we are going to see is a ton of veterancy, and we're getting kicked off already. Right? I know I've been super excited just to see the roster for these guys, and I started to kind of really fanboy about it. But you know what? I think you are much more about it. So there's a lot of stars. Should we be seeing stars in our eyes too, or what?
You're going to be seeing a lot of stars in our eyes early on, as just like your second infantry, they got a lot of veteran dudes. Instead of rangers, it's assault teams. They're more specialized squads, but they really do kick a lot of ass. But later on, they do lack equipment. It doesn't have cooler stuff that second infantry has, such as Wolverines or xylophones,
Hmm.
for just that firepower. So they really rely on that infantry and the more veteran units that they get, rather than fancy equipment that second infantry does. But looking at its early opener, pretty standard from both sides. We do got a Panzer I and Panzer II pushing up north, trying to make some ground.
That is just true there, or true that, my homeboy from the north.
For
Down to the
sure.
south, we're going to see a lot of those assault breachers. So those news guys that we're talking about
Mm-hmm.
here, lots and lots of TNT.
Yeah, it's
The assault leader as well.
dynamite.
Yes, exactly. They're ready to
They're gonna
really
put
let
up
the
a fight.
fireworks. Oh my God, man! You know what? I bequeath the role of Rhyme Master to you.
Yeah.
But first death is going to happen in the north. P2 going down to that DD tank. Now we're going to see in just a second. There's going to be an A20 coming on, and it's a new scout plane coming from the Americans. And
Yeah.
why is that so significant for the BRO here?
Well, because for the first 10 minutes for BRO, you don't have any recon infantry, so it's only that scout plane that is your eyes and ears for the initial 10 minutes. So unless you want to, charge your assault breaches across an open field to hopefully spot, an IG-18, yeah, and good luck trying to spot stuff.
That sounds fairly accurate here. Now, down to the south, one more time, like I said, there's that A20 coming on in. Now, the thing that's so interesting to me right now is that we're not seeing the usual kind of push in the center part of the field.
Yeah.
No. We do not see Pioneers. We do not see Strom Grenadiers really shoving on in. There's no massive amount of death.
Yeah, even with Tarsh, because for Tarsh here, he really is trying to capture that town, as that's the big centerpiece of the map, and as an infantry division, especially early on, he really has the infantry advantage. But up north, Sherman managed to kill both Panzers, and this is some pretty good kills here he's making. He's gonna kill that Pack 38, it seems, or force it to surrender, or run away at least.
Um, Seems fairly accurate, but at the same time, we're also going to have ourselves a Martyr 3 coming on in
Yep.
to face off against that. So, ooh, wow, that DD tank is paying for himself and then some. So, Martyr 3 versus that Double D. Who comes out on top?
I think the Marder 3 pretty much beats it out, especially due to the fact it does have range. And also for the big red run, they only got 2 Shermans that they can get in A phase. And in B phase too. So they only got the 2 A phase Shermans and they have to last all the way till C. They do get some Stuarts as well, but still those Stuarts have to last them all the way till C phase. So it's very important for Tarsh to keep, or Tarsh, I keep saying Tarsh for some reason, to keep his bloody tank alive, because it's not going to have to last in the first 10 minutes, it's going to have to be the first 20 minutes.
But at the same time, doesn't look like the Dark Lord of the Sith over here really has a whole lot going on.
Yeah.
You know, are we looking to just kind of hopefully stop those shots where they come, or what can you do? It looks like right now that Ninth Panzer is just completely stymied.
If he can just like knock out that Sherman, then he could do some pretty good light vehicle play up north. Because after that, it's his AT guns and assault bazookas that you have to worry about. Yeah, assault bazookas are pretty scary because you know why have one bazooka and you can have 2.
Well, even more than that, how about the fact that those officers still have double Zooks on them as well?
Oh,
giving up any smoke, but at the same time you have those double Zooks is absolutely obscene.
Damn. That is I didn't even notice that. That's bloody nutty. I want to imagine it's just one guy holding 2 bazookas instead of 2 guys with 1 bazooka.
Well, yeah, I mean, think about it. I probably should zoom in, yeah, because they already have 5 weapons already. So one guy is, like you said, dual wielding.
It's like Duke Nukem.
About the disgustingness. We are going to see our first off-map already coming on in from the BRO, as well as some Lukes trying to get Lukesy down to the south, but there's an awful lot of anti-tank.
Yeah, but that is, quite a bit of AT being brought out now. And those Lukes may be able to make a breakthrough down south. Yeah, they do got the assault bazookas, and the assault leaders, of course. But if he could, you know, get past it's pretty good territory down south to make something happen.
Just so. Now, interesting for me, that assault team we've seen in the center part of the map, I just want to highlight these guys for a second. I really kind of love the way they're kind of constructed here. They are great at all ranges. They have those M1s, they have a BAR, they have smoke to get in nice and tight, and then they have that flamethrower, which is absolutely bananas.
Yeah, they're pretty much like a rifle squad, but they trade in the good old Tommy gun for hot-ass flamethrower.
Yeah, they are certainly looking to light my fire here, and there's that 127 off map. Now, if memory serves, there's a 356 over there in the BRO as well, isn't there?
356, yeah, you got 356 naval off map later on too, and it comes in a M20 grey, an M20 instead of a lot of release Jeep, so it's actually pretty survivable.
Well, even more than that, it actually gives you some usage after the big booms have gone off, which is shocking by all measures.
Better unlike a Jeep, because after my off map Jeep dies, I usually just charge it into the fray like it's a TNT truck in Battlefield 1942. Be real done, yeah.
That's certainly something we haven't heard in quite a while. Now, I don't know why, but I feel like that 250/9 has got to change to its silhouette. I think there's a new graphic for that. I don't know why that's so important to me.
I know it's always been the same run, but look at the off map. So you remember how Commandos had the LCTR? Yeah, it's the same thing, but it just dumps it all in one big load. And I think he does have a few more shots of that too. So it's not, it doesn't last a while, but he gets a lot done in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, he has no objection about blowing his wad there, does he?
Exactly. And it's very good. It's a good off-map arty piece.
I mean, yeah, good God, I'm blown away. Actually, I haven't really used the 127. Yeah, and I'm pro-German.
Yeah.
I don't really use off-map that effectively, to be fair. But at the same time, seeing that happen, jeez Louise.
It's pretty scarifying. It's pretty scarifying, terrifying just to lock at.
You know what? It's a new season. I think it's time for some new vocab. I think we can make it up.
Shakespeare did it, so can I.
Yeah. One thing that's shocking me right now is that, first of all, we're not seeing the same kind of town pressure that we always do see. We're seeing a lot of play to the north, a lot of foot movement, actually, too, which is even more surprising.
Like down south, those Panzer IIs and Panzer Grens are making some pretty good progress, forcing those assault breaches to fall back, and forcing Tarsh to get assault bazookas down south as well.
Well, I think I might be wrong here, but I think that there was a couple of officers and some more Zooks in the area, and at long last, the Germans were able to get a little bit of good news. That's going to fall apart, though, as this M5 comes forward.
Yeah. And that's going to pretty much do a good job of scaring away those half-tracks. And more to half-tracks. A little bit too close to comfort, I'd say. Especially considering it's a 2-star run.
Yep, he
Yeah.
is not long for this world. I can probably
Yep.
tell you that much.
This.
So yes.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was going to make a much more meta comment. Half track will go down. Go ahead, make your comment, please, sir.
But now the town's under Tar's control. It's going to be pretty good as first is pretty good at defending, especially once you get later on, as they just got a lot of AT guns that they can get, and their infantry good. You know, the ambush row, the assault bazookas, and the assault teams, etc. If Tarsh can just hold his +1, you know, it doesn't have to do any crazy big panzer pushes because he literally can't. If he can just hold his ground, I think that's all he really needs to do to win the match.
Well, even more than that,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think that the Germans are really a bite and hold group. The Ninth Panzer is a mobile group. You don't
Yeah.
sit in one place and just trade fire.
Yep. And he's just having a hard time early on just trying to find out place to break through. Like down south he's got the Panzer IIs, and if he's maybe just move him up north a little bit into open field, they'd be in a much better position. But even then, that turret can
Yeah.
easily engage him at long range.
Well, and those Dukes at the same time too. You
Yeah.
get close and closer. Look, shots came up. He'd already fallen back.
Yep.
Oh my gosh,
Yep.
it is just BANANAS over here.
Mm-hmm.
Now the one thing I just realized, if you think about it, with the new format for divisions, we might finally see less guards armored.
Yeah, maybe, and maybe. Yeah, we might. We might.
And I
mean,
don't know why.
I don't know
why,
why, but like. I bet we won't see much in terms of like Trophy SS or First SS at the moment, but it also seems like very like everyone's pretty scared to play him, and I understand why. But I think we're going to see a bit more diversity in terms of divisions being played, just because you know people are going to pick like certain divisions for you know certain play styles, and let's say you pick like two really meta divisions that always get banned, so you can play two other divisions that you know, not as meta per se, but fit really good playstyles on certain maps. Like 101st on a CQC map, because no one ever really bans 101st.
Yeah, but at this point in this particular season, that might seem to happen a lot more. It's going to require you to do a lot more research into your opponent.
Yeah, exactly. Seeing what the divisions they brought up. At the same time, the map choice is random, so hopefully don't get old on River. Yeah, or
Carpet Cat
Cat
is the 101st.
Or Carpet Cat. I don't know why, but I don't think they're not using the in-game random map generator, because I remember I used it a few times in the matches, and we kept getting bloody Carpet Cat 3 times in a row.
Hey, but that's the funny thing about random. You don't know if it's random or not.
I know, that's the random thing about it.
Returning a focus for just half a second over here back to the game. Ooh, there goes a 251/9 or 250/1, whatever the heck
Yep,
it is.
19.
You're right there.
I know, so many designations. Oh no, it is a 9, my bad, I apologize. I thought
Oh,
the
okay.
dash was a 9.
Or a 1. It'd be so great if the Germans just made one freaking version of something, but they just couldn't settle on anything, you know?
No, it's just like, we've got a 251, well, we might as well just try to put every single anti-tank gun and flamethrower piece we have in the back of it, because why not?
We can't afford
And
the tanks
mortars.
as well.
Exactly.
But we
But-
are at the phase B, and
Yeah.
we do have a Sexton. Excuse me, no, oops, M7. I always want to call it a Sexton. That
yeah,
silhouette looks so similar.
I know.
But 54-46, Tarsh is up quite a bit already. It looks like the power of the dark side has nothing against the big red one here.
Yep, and he's getting these Panzer forwards, and B phase is really where Kylo can shine, as Tarsh is going to be running out of stuff, and once B phase hits, doesn't get any more tank reinforcements. You get some infantry reinforcements, but nothing really too crazy. It's not until C phase where first really gets back into stride. So if Kylo can use these Panzer IVs effectively to knock out Tarsh's tanks and then try to get ground, he could probably set himself up in a good position to defend through C.
That's a big ask, though. Now, I do have
Yeah.
to say, that M7 positioning is super gutsy.
Yeah, it's pretty... Well, it's the direct fire support one, so... Even then,
but-
those Panzer IVs could, you know, get the kill, but now he's fallen it back.
But screen or something a little bit, you know?
It's the assault teams in front, and the Stuart chair to be the meat shield.
Oh, now it is, yeah.
Now it is, and look, it did its job perfectly.
And there we go. I was just kind of wondering when we're going to see that airplane coming back in yet again. The A-20 doing its thing.
Seeing that Tarsh's field of view, he gets some pretty good line of sight. And also because the A-20 is pretty resilient, it's, you know, you can pretty easily fly over enemy lines and don't have to worry about it getting killed unless they bring a fighter. But against AA, you know, it can take a bit from AA.
Can take a bit from AA. That's a very, very simple way of putting it, but just
Yeah,
very, very accurate one at the same time.
yeah.
And the nice thing about him too is that his optics are still pretty darn good, and he's not that pathetic agility.
No. That's just what is pathetic is just one machine gun.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
that's true.
hello? Yep. Yep. Okay. It's Road Rare 1, they want their airplanes back. One machine gun, come on. But okay, it's like a recomplaint, so let's not give it too much shit.
That's also true. Now one P4 already going on down here, and the one down to the south. Wow, they've actually knocked out. Oh man, one Stewart's got a driver wounded, the crew's knocked out, and the shooter's knocked out.
Yeah, and
this might be the chance for the P4, excuse me, P2 to actually do something, because the P4 sure as hell aren't.
yeah. And it's the Soap Bazooka's trying to run down south as quickly as it can to get the Panther 2 Lukes, but will the Lukes run out of ammo first before it kills? No, it can't. I mean, it has,
oh no, it totally can.
It totally can. Oh
and
no!
he's aiming the wrong thing. Oh,
I need a micro rate. Micro rate, come on. Okay, here we go.
Kylo. What would Snoke say? WWSS.
Yeah.
Actually appropriate when you think about it, considering the German side of things.
Yeah. I know he's. There we go. Gets the surrender. So saving the ammo. And this is a pretty good breakthrough that Kylo needs down south and makes some good ground.
Very true. He also took out that DD tank in the center part of the field.
Yeah.
So he has a chance now.
And it's only like, did the DD tank up north go down?
Now that, no, it redeployed to the center.
Oh, yeah, okay. But yeah, still, I mean, there's only like a possible one Sherman left. The A-20 getting chased down by the Focke-Wulf, but it's not gonna fucking get it. So, here we go. Good use
there
of
is
AA.
a Bofors there too.
Yeah. Both
So,
of them.
in terms of AA itself, I mean, the big run one is not anything spectacular to talk about, but at least it does have something, which is more than what the Germans are using right now.
And the nice thing is that for Big Red Run, you get like a Bofors, but it's being tracked by an M16, so you get 2 AA units in one card.
That's
kind of
true.
like the Gepard and the Flak 20 for 2nd Panzer.
That's true. I wasn't even thinking about that particular side of things, but you're absolutely right there. We do have some heavier anti-tank onto the field, though. 76 mil is up. The Stewards continuing to be the little boggarts that they are.
Yeah.
And is that another? No, is that a 57 mil? Or is
probably
that
going to be a
76.
It's a 57.
Oh, yeah, you're right, because the 2-star veterancy. Yeah.
Yeah, and those 57s, even though it's B phase, they're still going to work really well when no Panzer IV goes down. And that's because, you know, it's just Panzer IV you have to worry about. No Panthers or Tigers in B phase from like Panzer. And with a 2-star veterancy, even though they like the range, our veterancy makes a big bloody deal. And the Panzer IV down south is out in the open. And this 76 mil, I think, is going to be able to get a good shot off on it.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's all 3 Panzer IVs down. That's pretty big loss, and Kylo didn't really manage to use them all that effectively.
Oh, and even more than that right now, we are seeing that the Americans do exactly what they need to do with the second, excuse me, Big Red One. Wow. You know, not first losers, but the first. They're doing exactly what they need to do. They bite and hold.
Yeah.
That's
and
every single Allied division.
And they're pretty good at the holding parts. They can just buy a lot of good cheapest units very quickly. Like pretty much most of the units from 1st Infantry you can buy once per minute at least. There's only like a few units that are like so expensive that you can't do that. But it's the same for like 2nd and other decks too. But nonetheless, it's, even though they don't get, you know, amazing equipment, they can still do pretty good at what they got, especially when you're on the defense.
Seems fair.
Yeah, and he's managed to keep a lot of his stuff alive still, like a lot of his infantry, which is pretty important.
Now, I guess the thing that I'm a little bit disturbed about is wow, I completely lost what I was going to be disturbed about. I'll come back to it in just a second.
That's pretty disturbing.
Yeah, it's so disturbing. It completely shocked me.
It's like Lovecraftian horror.
You know, I know what I can bring up. So, speaking of actually cost in terms of infantry, those 2-star guys they're bringing in early, 30 points.
Yeah, they're pretty.
30 points.
Pretty cheap considering like they're meaty, like a 9 to 10 man squads, which is pretty good. And like the soap breach is 3 satchel charges for 30 points. That's pretty on point. I mean, that's a lot of booms.
I would not be surprised if we saw at least a moderate nerf to them. It's not anything huge necessarily, but I would suspect at least those guys should be a tiny bit more expensive, even 5 points.
I think they're fine, really are, to be honest. Just because it's like it's the only real gimmick in A phase.
Alright, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. I guess for me, I look at that, I look at the German stuff, and the German stuff just seems always, ooh, finally P4 doing something. But but it seems so often the Germans just don't have the legs in terms of infantry.
Well, it's all about being able to use Panzer Grenadiers effectively, because Panzer Grenadiers are like one of the best infantry units in game. Like honestly, they really are so good and versatile. Except for when fighting in a town. But apart from that, like if you get within 150 meters of an enemy infantry unit with a Panzer Grenadier and it has like a bit of veterancy, you usually just tear infantry unit apart because you have two MG42s.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like at this point, and this maybe is just a flavor thing for me, I feel like there should be more P-Grants with experience.
Well, it depends on the division you play.
Like Ninth Panzer? Ninth Panzer was a combat.
You get them in
group.
C phase with 2 style.
Yeah, I guess.
And,
I guess it just it seems like you have to wait so long for the payoff on that one.
Yeah, that's the Germans.
Yeah, you know what? After my fanboying of the big red one here, I had to give a little bit of love over to my Deutsche Buden. But 56-44 in the meantime, Tarsh is not quite halfway to the points total that he does need, but he's up a huge amount.
Yeah, and he's just holding. He's got good territory control. It's a pretty good map for defending, as you know the places that it's holding. It's not too open for the Germans to really take long range advantage, but he has room for maneuverability and a lot of places to hide. And also some flank panzers in the middle. Man's in the flank panzer of the assault bazookas, so he could probably rush through, but without like morale damage on pretty much on the verge of breaking. I wouldn't do the famous flank panzer down the road, burn everything charge.
The Flampanzer sprint.
The
yeah,
flank panzer sprint. Yeah.
Probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh.
Burning some rubber.
I don't know that Kylo has a way back into this, which makes me kind of sad.
Yeah, I think some mortar half tracks would help out a lot, because with first infantry, a lot of their stuff, because it's infantry, is soft targets. So mortar half tracks, especially on this map, are bloody great, as you can just stun up all the guys and then just push through. Because that's what you need to do. Just need to get a good stun up on the stuff, and then just rush through Panda 2s, Flam Panzers, light vehicles, etc.
P-38 is going to get caught out by this Focke-Wulf, and he's going to go down. That twin tail is not going to do anything but just trail more and more smoke, I don't think.
But
oh my gosh, get the tighter turn. Your throttle, you fool. There we go.
Oh,
he's got him now. It's that...
Nope. You spin me right round, baby, right round.
Okay, medium and good. You have to tell me. What is better, medium or good? I would say good. But...
I would think good would be a good bet.
But look at this. You make him look
it's
like a
the
fool.
veterancy. He's managing to pull, a bit of extra G's. He's got his Raw Thunder training on his G-force tolerance, and he's just he's just turning. Look at him go.
Yeah, he's turning and burning. We are into phase C, by the way, so we are going to see finally some recon up to the north at the M8s, and more already coming down in on top of that little German enclave that is there.
I'm still watching the P-38. How is this? I'm not see
There's yakety sacks. I hand to God, I'm putting yakety sacks into this video.
But like, medium is the veteran. It's the veterancy. It's the veterancy. Also the P-38 is.
And the Focke-Wulf gets forced off.
Yeah.
All right. That makes me annoyed. Oh man.
Oh god. But the Mortar 3 went down up north, but there's a Tiger to replace it, and I know it's Tiger. Could probably do some good work, but there's a 57 mil kind of nearby. I don't know. It'll probably do some pretty good work actually. They'll make Greyhound to be pretty easy prey. I think it would nice to get side-shotted. So knowing a Tiger, it would probably get side-shotted.
You know what's going to happen? I bet you the Tiger's going to go down. At that point, it's going to be surrender. I'm betting Kylo is taking everything on this Death Star of a tank.
Yeah.
And when that dies, so will his dreams of vengeance. Yeah. There goes one of those M8s.
And he's got the command unit with it, which is very important, because, Freestyle. That's got a lot of light vehicle push, so maybe he can make something happen up north. That would be his bet, I guess. But down south, he's just completely broken down. There's nothing really there. And, oh, yeah, it goes to
died. It died. I don't even know what killed it, but
I think it was a 57. I think it was a 57. Man.
Well, it'd be embarrassing if the M8 fired one round and killed the Tiger.
Oh, God.
That's poaching right there, guys. Oh, man. P-38 coming on in, gonna rocket that poor half-track. It blows
and
up.
kills it because it has the H-fire rockets and P-38, and it has 14 of them, which is a lot of boom.
Indeed.
And GG. And what? Okay, it's a 57 that killed the tiger.
So, I do have to say, major victory and total defeat.
Yeah,
I would like to see that the terminology here is equal on both sides, but the KD is
yeah,
just, but
yeah.
again,
That's
bananas.
pretty. Yeah, I think what would have helped Kylo a lot in that match is to just get some more to half tracks and just try to use Yam to pick off the scary stuff instead of just trying to charge all these guys through. Especially like Panzer Grenadiers, more closer range, it can be rather deadly. He just needed some more fire support of the indirect kind.
Well, even more than that, how about the fact that he put those early panzers up to the north? That's a little more choke pointy, I'd say, than the
Yeah.
south.
Yeah, it's a shame that he ran into the Sherman essentially. If the Sherman was
That's yeah.
and he probably could have made a good push, but there was two A-phase Shermans, especially against Ninth. If you don't have like the mortar 3 to help you out, is gonna be pretty tough to deal with. Maybe you should have got the mortar 3 early on to deal with the Shermans, try to pick him off, but it's could have, should have, what of. But I do want to
Yeah,
watch the
true.
kills
Hindsight is
thing
2020.
and look at Stuart. It's
Yeah,
bloody
I was just
gross how
looking at
much
that. He
killed.
is insane.
That's a lot of half tracks, man. 2-5 runs, 2-5
How about 2P4s?
2P4s. that's a good little M5 Stuart. I think it was run in the middle of the town. Just like,
Yes, it was.
yeah,
It was.
that's some bloody good positioning. It's bloody good positioning indeed. But Tarsh did a very good job. He bit and held, and he held really well, and he's kept all his like 2-star infantry units alive all the way into C phase, which is pretty important. Like 101st and 2nd Infantry, you want to keep those veteran A phase guys alive, as they will do much better later on into the match.
Absolutely agree.
Yeah,
So, going over to Asia later this week, right?
of course, of
So
course.
we're going across the pond, guy, back to where the sun rises as opposed to where the sun sets.
Mm-hmm.
But we wanted to give you a little bit of early love here from the States and from Canada. And I like to think that we've done that. The Big Red 1 making a great, strong showing early on here.
Yeah, it's a good first match, and it's nice that it's seeing showing one of the first new divisions for our first cast of SD League Season 2.
Just, that's very, very true indeed. But, Rang, any other things you have to add to this bevy of conversation, or no?
Nope, I'm Gucci, you could say.
Sounds good. So, my brother from another Canadian mother. I guess, folks, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangaroo, take it easy.